Hello everyone, welcome to Carrie's Crochet and Craft. What do you think of my nice backdrop? My yarn is so pretty now and so accessible. Today actually, before I get started with what I'm going to do today, let me show you like the whole thing. I just realized when I was editing my video that I didn't really show the bottom shelves as I was putting stuff away, and I just want to show you the whole thing so you get the whole effect of it. So let's pause here and take some video of that real quick. Starting with the top, of course. For some reason I just started with yellows. It was some of the first skeins I grabbed, so they went towards the top. And then just whatever colors I grabbed, that's what filled the next cube. So these right here are actually the sparkle yarns, and so that's why, you know, you might see colors mixed in there that I would have otherwise put somewhere else. And then all of these three here are sparkle yarns too, and then these are just other ones. But I was noticing this could have been put right here because this side has 3 and this side only has 2, and I didn't even really see that when I was putting stuff in. Sorry, let's focus out there. So, well, I'll do that in a minute when I don't have the camera in one hand. So anyway, I have more room on the red shelves there. I think I might have more red yarn out in the tub, so maybe I can bring a couple of the red skeins in to completely fill that. The greens are down here, and then we have on the bottom black, and then kind of some of the neutral colors. And these right down here, aside from the top green one, greenish one, and then that one, these are like the super big skeins. So anyway, there's the whole of it. Now let's get to business. Alright, so it is the Christmas season. Christmas is coming up, and I have some presents to make. I also have those orders for the ponchos to make, and then I'm waiting for yarn for that Highland cow hat that I was commissioned to make. So gotta get to work on that. But today, except for I see my son wandering by outside, and this is a gift for him that I'm making, so I don't want him to be knocking on the door right as I'm talking about this. But last year I started, I hear him, okay, he's gone. Yep, okay, so last year I started a present for him and I didn't get it done, and I felt kind of bad about that, but last year was kind of crazy. And here's my husband. Yes, my dear? Okay, distractions gone. Anyway, so my youngest son really loves Calvin and Hobbes, and I found these directions to make these stuffies, and I did start last year, and I'm using the just chenille yarns from Dollar Tree, and I have the big cones that I got also from just the Premier website. So I have all the colors that I need in this, in this yarn. So I started making it. I got the head done last year, and then the hair piece. The problem with this is I'm probably just going to keep it this way anyway, but I used a size I hook, 5.5 millimeter, and I really should have done it in an H. It gives it a tighter tension, and like you see here, the mouth is like poking out, and maybe that would happen with the size H hook too, but there's like gaps in there, and I don't know. I just feel like he's gonna get misshapen if I keep him or don't do it in the size H hook, but I also don't want to redo all of this. So I will probably just keep it with the I hook and try to do just kind of as tight as I can with the I hook. So anyway, you can see there. I don't know. Maybe I can like take some yarn and bring it through and just do like shaping, just kind of tighten it in a bit. That might help a little too. I wish I had started with an H hook. You know, So I have this much left of the peach colored yarn. I forget the name of the color. I wonder if that would be enough to make a size H, H hook head. Let me see if I have another skein of this. If I have another skein of this, then I'll definitely go ahead and we'll just, I guess, just scrap this. This yarn doesn't do so well when it's pulled out. I mean, it can to some degree, but you can see there, it just kind of can shred, which it's okay. I've frogged projects with this yarn before, but I just want to make sure if it doesn't turn out nice that I have enough to last. So I also need to go in then and get a size H hook, so I will be right back out. Okay, I don't know that I have another skein of this color. I didn't find it back there, but I think Dollar Tree still carries this color, so if I run out I can go get some more. I got my H hook, so I'm ready to go. Let's start crocheting. You know, feel free to grab a project yourself. I might speed some of this up. I might just sit and chat for a bit. I had to wait to do this project because I wanted to use this type of yarn, but there was no red, and you can see for his shirt I needed red, and then finally Premier announced they had red in the form of crimson, and I was able to find it. Come into the tree. Spam call. So I was able to find the crimson at my, actually I didn't even find this at a local Dollar Tree. I had to go all the way to Tri-Cities, an hour away, 45 minutes away, and find it there. So I bought up, and then after that I soon found it at my Dollar Tree, but to begin with I had to find it somewhere else. Okay, so I have to do the mouth first. I was all ready to create this, but directions say create mouth first before the head. So I'm gonna do that. After working with other yarns, I was making all kinds of stuff with this yarn, but after working with other yarns, some of these are thicker than others. Like this black is a lot more, I don't know, thick on the yarn, or thick on the thread. A lot more dense than this yarn is. But after working with other yarns now for a while, this isn't my favorite yarn to work with anymore. It is inexpensive, you know, $1.50 now at my local Dollar Trees. But anyway, okay, I'm gonna get crocheting. If you want to grab a project and just sit and crochet along with me, that's fine by me. I almost wish I had some Christmas music out here with me now. Okay, my eyesight is getting to the point that holding it here is blurry to me. I have to wear my glasses. There we go. That's better. Okay, I need a marker. Hey, tell me some of the Christmas gifts you're making this year. Are you crocheting anything really cool for people? Or simple, quick and easy? Complicated? Let's see if I can find the other. There we go. So as I was making the mouth, I started following the directions for the head. I have done about 4 more rounds than I needed to. So I need to take it back to round 5, which is where I went wrong. Oh no, I can take it back to round 6 and then not have to do any more. Yep, okay. I get to frog some. Wanna watch? So I've got to start on the head here, and I am already liking it much better with the size H 5mm hook than with the I hook. You can see the weave, the fabric is denser, and that's going to add more structure to the stuffy. When it's this loose, it just leaves a lot of leeway for stretching out, and I would rather have the denser, more structured fabric for that. So I'm glad that I decided to redo this. So yeah, I am going to work on this. I need to see what time it is. 11:42. So I have like 15 more minutes before I need to go in and start making lunch for the family. So I'm just gonna do what I can get done in that time, and then I'll probably come back out this afternoon and work on this some more. So let's go ahead and finish up this last 15 minutes. We'll see how far I get on the head with this. You probably saw me showing you on the mouth. They have you fold it in half and then single crochet across the fold, and that gives it this nice little bend to it, so it's easy. And I think, if I remember correctly from making it before, you use these 12 single crochet across the back as kind of, at least I think you do, it gives it some support back there. Although, I don't know. It needs to, though. Let me see in here. Nope, all we did was use that to create this nice little fold in it. But that would be nice to kind of give it some better structure, is to use the single crochet back here to kind of tack it down so it's not like bulging out when it's filled like this one. You can kind of see it can lose its structure pretty quickly with that. So I might find a way to use those single crochets to just kind of tack it down and give it a better form. So anyway, I'm liking it much better. I'm glad I decided to start over. Let's see how far I get before lunch. Well, my battery ran out, but it was about the time that I needed to go in and fix lunch anyway, so we just left it at that. This is how much I have done on my head now. I have, let's see, that was row 15, and I have row 16, 17, 16, or so row 16 through 21, and it's basically just closing off the head. So we're going to be, you know, doing some single crochet togethers to just kind of start closing that up. So that's what I'm going to work on now. And I also ran out of yarn right at the end of this row, so actually I need to frog this so that I have the yarn, because I looked for another skein of this color. If I have one, it's not with the rest of the yarn of this brand. So I'm gonna have to frog this, and hopefully it won't be bad. I usually find a needle helps because I have it, you know, finished off, so I need to undo that last little knot. It's not going very well right now. Okay, there we go. There. Okay, here we go. It's looking all right. It looks a little raggedy, but once it's crocheted back up together, it should be fine. I'm not seeing any bare spots on the thread, so that's good. Gonna take the stuffing out and reuse that for the head. But you can see it's a lot smaller. A lot smaller, and that's fine. I didn't really want it this big anyway, so that's good. Well, I think I'm actually just going to start on this end and unravel it as I work. Save a little bit of time and mess. Okay, I am done with the head, and I am much happier with this than I was with the larger, hook. I like it so much better. It's sturdier fabric. It's not going to stretch out too much. The mouth still kind of pops out with the yarn, but not as much. I like this a lot better, and it's supposed to have an open mouth. It doesn't have a mouth that's closed. You can see there, you know, that's what he looks like in a lot of the comics. So he's got an open mouth, and he's got a tongue in there that you can see. So yes, done with the head. The next step is working on the hair, which I did get the hair done for the larger size. A little too big for this fella. So, oops, that's not even the head side. That's the neck side. So I am going to redo this too. And so it's got the hair and then the hair spikes. You can see on his head, he's got hair spikes that stick up. So I'll work on those next. We have the hair base, which was this. I never did the hair spikes with this. So the hair base, and then for 3 different types of hair spikes and 2 each of them. And then we go to the body. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here and just leave it at having made the head for Calvin. So the next video I make, you can sit down and crochet along with me again. I wasn't very chatty today, so I just kind of put on some music and crocheted to that. Every now and then I did stop to say a few things or to show you something, but yeah, I don't know. I just wasn't feeling very chatty today. Just getting to work. So yeah. We will see you in the next one as I continue working on the Calvin and Hobbes Christmas present for my son. So we'll see you next time. Bye.